Greetings, my fellow cannibals on the ice sheet. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech, the first Wendigo. Episode 16, Unrelenting. Oh, yeah, I just realized I need to butcher, because I don't have things to fill the vat. You will be butchering... I think this is insects? Yeah, you will be butchering insects, and vatting in a pool of dead insects. You kind of let me down, so I feel like this is deserved. Provided you don't have a mental break first. But Wendy will be out in 3 hours, so not a lot of danger here. So when you butcher this insect, drop on the floor. Oh my god, you're so slow. I mean, you're beat up. And malnourished. If you're malnourished... I'll have you go eat. The other thing I could do in these vats is baby food in them as well. Might as well now that I don't have any babies. So, wake now. She's up. She won't need a death rest for another 24 days. Unfortunately, there are no more prisoners, but Mac, I'm gonna have you... Oh, you're bio-starved, yeah. For 32 more hours. So... I will let you sleep up here. Yeah, one of the issues with having entered bio-starvation is it takes a while for it to clear. No, don't, I'm not trying to have you enter the vat. Haul to the vat. So having finished death rest, good death rest chamber is nice, right? And then there's going to be some other benefits as well. Ink black skin. That sounds cool. Great animals. Slow. No, there's really nothing else I want. Wendy could feed on Mac, yeah. For Hemogen. Jonah just became a child. You remain a colonist. I like how, because Jonah, he was born of prisoners, he's, like, not even of our colony. But believes in our ethos, so I think that's fine. And I just saw the baby food hauled to the vat. So next order of business is get the farm back running. So that will require Wendy to make some more slate for the walls and to haul a considerable amount of steel. I would probably actually need fabrication going, because without fabrication I'm not going to have the components. It was a huge loss. The amount of components that I lost really does suck. Just the result of having the initial steel structure. There's, like I said before, there was really nothing to be done about that. So all the mechs are repaired. Only Slowly and Kish are working, but that's correct. I guess the clean sweeper can go back to work. And then the control groups I'm actually going to flip around. So dormant and work. Now that there's no death resting going on. I always keep one as dormant. So Rosie, you're going to be unrestricted or put on home zone. So you can actually clean the home. All right, Mac is complaining about starving. I don't have any more... prisoners to feed. So I'm going to cook simple meals until I have, let's say, 15. And I'm going to make them only of human meat so that I can feed myself and Mac. Because we're out of rice, obviously. It burned up all. I'm sure I'll get a raid before too long, offering me the ability to hemogen feed. If I have to feed on Mac or Jonah, that's fine. Wendy doesn't care. All right, stone cutting. So this should be for slate. Just because I want to finish the structure in slate. If you're ever wondering if a pawn is male or female, look at the eyelashes. Male's eyelashes will curl down and females will curl up. It doesn't work for Wendy, but Wendy has a female name, so I think that's pretty obvious. Because she has a helmet blocking it, but generally speaking, that is a telltale sign. Solwayne can start to haul slate chunks, yeah. So biostarvation for 8 more hours, and then we can go back into the growth vat. I don't know why I'm not able to haul nutrition to the growth vat. That's a bit of a head scratcher. Should we work towards a paramedic bot? For that, I would need to kill the War Queen, and I'm not currently in a position where I feel like that's a smart thing to do. I'd want to get a little bit more defenses. I would want to get fabrication up first. Because even if I did get another bot like that, I have no way to manufacture them with the current resources that I have available to me. So it'd be a lot of work towards a goal that I still wouldn't be able to accomplish. So wouldn't help. Farming is where it's at right now, so that I can actually keep prisoners fed and keep my hemogen up. And that's why it's a priority above my head. Fancy that. So for the farm, I need fabrication and steel. Steel I can get with Orange Chaos rather easily. Before I rebuild this part of the farm too, I'm going to replace these walls as well, so that we have a slightly more fireproof farm. And then eventually maybe get fire foam and stick a fire foam popper in there, because that would have remedied everything. Would have fixed a lot of the problems that I had. This mech corpses, I'm going to do slate chunks instead. Just so they're a little closer to the door. You need medical treatment. Oh, you are psychite dependent and you require psychite right now, I think? Don't I have tea? I swore I had tea. I guess I don't. Well, I can make 1 tea, but even more of a reason to get the farm back up and running. If 2 Wendigos had a kid, they would not be Wendigo. In vanilla RimWorld, that would be true, but this isn't vanilla. This is a slightly modded series where dominant genes are guaranteed to be inherited. So, not a problem. So even though Mac is a teetotaler, Mac will drink the tea because survival trumps preference. Which is good, you know, because you'd worry about a drug-opposed, psychite-dependent person going, you know what, I'd rather die. And it's like, well, okay. Well, if you insist. While you're standing here, let me just coagulate. Well, no, I don't want to use coagulate because I have a limited amount of hemogen. I'm going to try to hold off of feeding on Mac because there is an ancient danger with people in it. And once my hemogen drops, I can maybe feed on those humans instead. Which is, because we established that this here is an ancient danger. So that's also on my radar, but I think farm is first for me. Farm and fabrication. Which means I kind of need a workshop. I don't have a workshop. I don't want to put my workshop in here. Because I almost have all the materials for a fab bench. I need a few more components, which I could probably get from the Ancient Danger. But I don't have a place to actually physically put it. So there's a lot of tasks to be done. I suppose what I could do is just have a temporary fab bench, knowing that I might move it at some future date. Alright, so he is, or she rather, is back in. I'm filling the growth vat with insect meat. And then I'll have Wendy feed. And I need to fix the perishable cannibal meals to also allow for simples, because she wasn't feeding for herself. A transport crash. Hey! You know? Orbital Uber Eats. 4 hours. Oh god, I gotta rush. So you are a baseliner, but you are a source of blood. If I can get you in time. I'm gonna traditional patch up because I don't want to sanguinate her. Or run out of hemogen rather. By using coagulate, because coagulate requires 20 hemogen and I'm at 26. Would not be smart. Does it matter the type of matter in the vats? No. As far as I know, no. Does not. Raid! Oh, okay. Well, more meat and food. Not an insignificant amount of them. I might actually call in the trooper squad, just so that I don't have to mess with them too much. I do have a lot. I do have my mechs where I want my mechs, so I think I'll mix mechs with troopers and try to make this fight as easy as possible. Okay, so I have at least 2 days worth of almost 2 days worth of food in those vats. Was this a custom starting scenario? No. Well, technically yes, but all I did was added 1 extra tunneler to the Mechanitor start. So it's custom, but like barely. It's too bad that Polar Bear didn't want to chomp on them. Oh! They're allied. So yeah, I can't call in allies against this faction. Good to know. Because this is the civil Outlander Union that I betrayed. So this is a Hussar. I'm going to lance their baseliner. Yeah, that's moderately annoying, but fine. I will go rush you then. Nope. Waza died. Alright, first group is fleeing. Maker. 2 hours left to live. U7. I will actually try to patch up Maker. I don't mind Hemogen farming them. I want to free up Cross, or Stein to fight Cross, or fight the others incoming. Oh, that's annoying. But he's mostly just bruised, so he'll be able to be captured. You have a bionic heart. Noted. At this point, I'm just pulling their bodies out, so I can capture them more easily. So we have got 6 more coming in. Ooh, that's a lot of German. Thank you very much. Rosie, don't do that. Repair Kellyan. There we go. 16. Okay, yeah, there's like a lot of opportunity to capture people here. The one with the Molotovs is going to be slightly annoying, but I'll shut them down with Orange Chaos. Oh my god, are you high on Go Juice? Yeah, you are. Okay, that explains everything. So I'm going to back up so I don't get set on fire. Now they're forced into melee, so they're not going to be throwing. Inalor wants to steal stuff. They're probably going to try to steal the Go Juice, I imagine. This Go Juice is worth a pretty penny. Alright, just stand your ground. Clearly you're not going to get out of there. Alright, OC is downed. They're going to steal. I'm obviously in their way. Rosie, you want to fight with me? For me? They're like literally stealing the stuff that they dropped, which is kind of fine. Alright. How is your blood loss? Your blood loss is not so bad. So I'm going to blood feed off of Nelson. And then I can coagulate the Hussar, coagulate Yoko. Yoko, how severe and severe, so I can't blood feed off of either you without killing you. Stein, you were bruised, so you have blood. Give me your blood. Unconscious? Yeah, it's fine. Cross, what about you? Yeah, you got blood too. Unconscious, that's fine. Felix, you have blood as well. Okie dokie. So who do we have here? We have a baseliner, Hussar, baseliner, and baseliner. So Maker's the only one that has, like, cool genes. So I'm probably going to want to capture the Hussar immediately. And then I'll get back to patching the rest. Pods are about a day's worth of food left in them. New slaves for the baseliners? Possibly. It depends on their skills and passions. A kind and aesthetic Yoko wouldn't be terrible. I mean, she might need a new liver, but I can always get one for her. And I'm actually going to immediately put you into a cycle. Because I wouldn't mind some Hussar genes. Oh, one got back up. Bye-bye. Alright, obviously the robots need repair, but these people are going to die if not tended to. So I'm going to... you're not going anywhere for a bit, so I am going to tend to the remaining bleed-outs and capture them so they don't die, because I don't mind sources of blood. Like I said, I wasn't that worried about blood, because, you know, if there's one thing I can count on Randy, is that Randy will send me willing victims, or unwilling victims. Fast learner, tough, chemical interest. Okay. Yoko wouldn't be terrible. One of the things that I can actually do is I can use baseliners to filter the genes of non-baseliners. So I'll explain that in a minute, once I'm done with these prisoners. But essentially, if I want to extract a specific gene out of a new subspecies, let's say extracting a desired gene out of a dirt mole. I'll give you an example of a dirt mole. So dirt moles have super fast healing, or fast healing, and I want that fast healing gene. One of the things I can do is to have a baseliner cross with the dirt mole until the baseliner's child, the baseliner dirt mole's child, has fast healing without any of the malices that I want to avoid. Thereby allowing me to essentially filter out unwanted genes from the dirt mole or Edekin or pigskin, etc. gene pool, and then using that offspring to then breed into a new generation, basically selective breeding, the way you design genetically selected crops, for instance. So, if it sounds like Pokemon breeding, I'll take your word for it. I'm not a Pokemon watcher, but yeah, that's definitely something that I could see worth doing. You are 55 years old. So, Cross here is too old to provide eggs. And Cross is a baseliner. So Cross, you are going to lose a liver, a kidney, a lung, and then eventually your heart. Because you have a bionic heart. And, yeah. It's going to be mine. Okay, Felix, you're 23 years old. Oh, you're also bleeding kind of fatally right now. And, she was a pyromaniac, so I wouldn't want her as a slave. I really realized just now that, like, possibly she could have been a slave, but a slave that sets fire to a base, as I think we just established, is not a good thing to have. Alright, so Maker's done. I will put Felix in next. Felix is a baseliner, but at least I'll get some random genes to be able to sell. Can your power handle more gene rippers? My steel can't. I want to rebuild the farm, and that's a higher priority than getting more gene scanning. So you have an infection of your neck. You'll probably survive. You are 18, so I can take eggs out of you. And then Yoko, you are 58. So should Yoko become a slave? She is beyond breed age. She's 58, but she's a burning passion constructor, burning passion plants, So quite possibly useful. And she's also ascetic, so she's easy to please. She doesn't mind raw food, so I can feed her raw cannibalism, and she won't care. In fact, she'll prefer it. So, pretty strong. She's alcohol addicted and has a cirrhosis of the liver, but I can fix that. Where I can get her a new liver from someone. Maybe Felix or something, I don't know. Lynx, I'm going to take an ovum from you. Don't mind the bionic heart. That was kind of a nice freebie. I probably should have stripped her first for her flak. Oh well. I forgot to. Mac is closing in on target age, which is good. Why is... Oh, Kiss, you're recharging. Okay, back to work. I could have collected a liver from the dead person, but it would have killed them. So I wouldn't have gotten a bionic heart, which I think would be a net negative, in my opinion. Bionic heart is better than a cirrhotic liver. By considerable margin. Because bionic heart is awesome. Oh, Jonah, you're starting to get hair. You're 4. Brown Owl, yeah. If people overhear this stream and don't know what's going on, it's gonna sound pretty crazy. Oh, she's using her Venom Talon to try to open the door. Oh, another raid. Unusually clever. So this is Clade of Theons or something. They're hostile to the Glitterworld Empire, so I can call upon the Glitterworld Empire's troopers to be able to defend. Yep, test out the troopers, exactly. And Yoko will become a slave. Once she's not, you know, trying to break out. If she survives. Alright, call aid, trooper squad. She's not going to survive unless I do something big. And these are the impids, so I got to be careful about the fire. They're also going to ruin beer. I'm going to save the beer. Rosie. Oh, okay. Yep. Got yourself destroyed. Kish, get back in here. Lynx. I think I'm going to double extract Lynx instead. Because I don't really need human eggs. I will have plenty of opportunity to get human eggs. These stupid impids are burning my walls. Silly impids. My walls aren't supposed to be burned. Alright, Felix. Next up, Lynx, and Lynx will do a back-to-back. Problem is I have like a berserk going on and a raid. There's a lot happening here. Oh, and Felix is infected, so I might actually just get rid of everyone but Yoko and Maker. because they're just not worth keeping upright. Alright, the glitterworlds are fleeing. The walls are holding for now. But I'm going to start firing weapons instead of repairing. And then I pulled Mac out so that Mac can try to suppress Yoko. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if your Venom Talon's going to work against Soul Wayne, but alright. Lot going on right now, huh? Oh, my repair robot just got sniped, I suspect. This group is not fleeing, so I'm going to move these robots down to break line of sight. And then move them back up once it's time. Yoko is capturable. Thank you, Mac. Kind of had my hands full. Oh, you're still firing at Parduk. Now let me pull Parduk out of the way. And I want to back up so I don't get breathed on. Yep, see? I know the distance. Yeah, I'll go back one more so I can actually fire. Here, Parduk, come and help fight the fires. Okay, so they're fleeing. Got it. You are going to... extract Lynx before she dies of infection. Wendy, go eat. Robots, you fight fires. Actually, Wendy... water skip. Then go eat. And then I'll have her try to fight the rest of the fires before I lose the wall. Not a huge deal, because it's just a wooden wall, but wood is kind of rare out here. And take a look at what prisoners I have. Oh, I think one got up. So Lynx is now in Gene Extract. Felix should be recaptured by Mac. Felix is about to go, or actually Mac, you eat. One of the problem with all the impids is there's just so much fire everywhere, and fire is obviously the nemesis of vampires. Alright, so you are dead in 7 hours. You're 39-year-old male, you're 41-year-old male. I will, I guess, capture them. Alright. Mac, you ate. You're trying to tend Yoko. Capture Felix instead. And then we're going to have Mac practice a little bit of doctoring before shoving Mac back into the pods. Coagulate, and then blood feed. Okay, and then there was one more. There's some obviously good equipment out here that I could, and food and stuff like that, so I'll try to make good use of that. And Kish will need to be fixed. And probably the, Waza as well. So I'm still somewhat reliant on Militors. Oh. Yeah, an attempt was made. Solwain is back. And I'm going to start regestating Kish. Get that started so that I can have a construction bot back. This should be Mac's bedroom. No reason not to be. Okay. I don't think the wolf will even find its way to anywhere it matters. Let's kill this baseliner because she's sick. She's going to die anyway, so I might as well profit off of it. She's dead in seconds. Got her in time. Nice. If you're wondering, in the gene extractor, you're sort of in stasis, so even if you have an infection, it stops. So if you have someone that's about to die, you can just slap them into the extractor and they won't die. I need more simple meals. And then I need to repair the robots so that I'm prepared for next raid. What is your... Oh, yeah. Once Mac's up, I'll have Mac eat. So 1.5 days, and Kish will be back, and then I'll get Waza back as well. Randy's really messing with me? True. Yeah, and also, like, the difficulty of this scenario is difficult, because I'm solo and have a lot of restrictions about who can join, which makes it very challenging. I like it, but, like, it's hard. She is happy, though. Boy, is she happy. Alright, current priority. Repair for attacks. As much as I'd like to say, get the farm back up and running, clearly that's not happening anytime soon. So, Mac, you are bio-starved at the moment. I gotta get some nutrients for Mac's pod. Mega Spider it is. And I'll butcher some extra Mega Spiders so that there's available food. In fact, I'm lazy. Let's put the butcher table right there. And then the next butcher will be for humans, so I can cook more food. Might actually get to the point, unless I kill that polar bear or wolf that was... Oh, the wolf is here. Sorry, Wolfie. Bad news, but you're outnumbered. Dumb wolf. I was going to say I might need to result in feeding these guys, you know, stuff I would rather save for myself. But that's not a problem anymore, because now we have some wolf. So I just have to make sure that Yoko and Maker stay alive. I don't really care about the other two. The other two I'm just going to gene extract until they die. Don't forget to grab a liver. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, I will do that. Provided that Yoko doesn't fight us and die. I feel with my luck, that's what's going to happen, but who knows. Who? Well, I guess you are gonna be... Yeah. So, Vastrat, I am going to steal 2 organs out of you, gene scan you, and then take your liver. Why are you feeding him? Oh, Lord. Don't do that. Medical 17. So you are malnutrition minor, malnutrition minor. Your certainty is rather high for Yoko. That was like 80% or something. I could try a ritual. Where is Rosie? Oh, you're recharging. So the only one that needs repair is Kellyan. It'd be nice to have my Robo Force back up and running it full. I'm not dangerously low food. I have plenty of food. It's like a lifetime supply of food right there. Go Frenzy for Wendy. I like that. Now you speak my language. I could take on that polar bear if I wanted. Pretty easily. Can't catch me. I'm a Go Frenzy. We're starting to get tox weight packs outside, so I'm going to butcher some extra people to make room. A lot of extra people, it seems. But with a Go Frenzy, it's probably the perfect time to do that. And then I'll have plenty of nutrients for these pods, because it looks like I'm going to need to open it up to human meat, but I think that's fair. Alright, time to organ murder you. I'll take a liver anyway, even if Yoko doesn't end up joining. I can always sell it. Check for stripping? Oh, it's too late. It was garbage anyway. Don't I need someone to inseminate? Jonah. Jonah's male. So Jonah can do it. Did you get fed? Yes, you did. Alright, Rosie, I want to clean her base. I'm waking you up early. Make her gone berserk. And the Constructoid is done, so Kish is back. Hi! Silly. In fact... you've lost 2 of your organ privileges. Let me clean up the operation room a little bit better. No, apparently it doesn't want me to do that. Venom talent might be dangerous on a slave. I don't disagree. I will be removing... Oh, that's not where I want her. No, okay, slaves. Capture. Prisoners. Let's take that talent out. You're not wrong about that. It's mine now. So many organs. And like genes that are slowly decaying. I don't have a gene bank for them, do I? I need a trader to come by so I can sell some genes that I've been pulling out of people. Alright, so there's a new bank. Oh, shoot. Glad I noticed that. Orange Chaos is completely bingo power. That would have been really bad. Solwain. Where is Solwain? So let's get the Gestator out, or the Gestator done. Kish is back, and resurrect Waza. I am starting to get Toxic Waste Pack overflow. So I'm going to have to deal with that soon. Waza's going back in, and I'll just make more room with butchering. Alright, where is Solwain? Still hauling humans. There we go. So, all mechs are queued to come back now. Do I need to worry about the toxic waste? I don't need to worry about it, but I wouldn't mind using it as a method to attack enemy bases to weaken the bases. It's like kind of a nice weapon, in fact. So with Kish back, I'm going to cut a few more stones and have Kish start to work. So mechs, Kish, work group. Because the defenses that I have here are in deep ruins. They've been shot at and burned, and yeah, need to get them up to snuff so that we can defend ourselves. Prisoners still need food? Yeah, I know. I'm waiting until they're badly malnourished, and then I like feed and convert them. It's labor intensive. Soon it will fall to Mac, because Mac is at 15 now. So soon, when she hits 16, she's out of pod. Which I am very eager about. All right. What are you working on? Let's make some more room. That's not a lot of human meat. Did the pods give any training for skills? Barely. They do a little bit of training, but like not much. So they don't. I end up not really having a lot of options as to development path, but that's by design, and I won't be changing my methodologies at all. This is about genetics, not about like making happy people. Could not care less whether those that come out of the pods are well cared for or not. Alright, cutting off one of your arms, Maker. You decided to be misbehaving, you lose an arm. Do it again, you lose the other arm. Not leg privilege, arm privilege. I would like at some point to be able to implant my prisoners with dead calm and have them be able to feed themselves. That would be amazing. I don't know how far off that is, but I'm patient. So I'm really not going to be able to convert Yoko until she loses her alcohol addiction. Paid EMI Dynamo. Guarded by a mech cluster. No, I won't be doing this. That feedback event did nothing. I like it. %45 on the addiction here. Yoko will deliver? I hope so. I really could use some additional workforce. It has been brutal not having, people to count on. Man, I am producing so much toxic waste. No matter how many people I butcher, I really hope that I either get biofuel refining or level up my rank so I can call in shuttles. Because my cup of waste runneth over. Oh, no matter what I do, I definitely want to get advanced fabrication first. I mean, that's an obvious necessity, an immediate need. And with only 7 components, I'll probably have to hit up the Ancient Danger for the remainder of the components. Oh no, there's components up here. Okay. Alright, well, now that I've spotted those, let's go ahead and get the fab bench before I forget. Crisis of belief. You're down to 17. Oh, I love it. I'm almost tempted to give her alcohol just so that she doesn't have another crisis of belief, but that was lucky. Wendy, I see that you're hungry. Thank you for tuning in to the first Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 10th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that made it all the way to the credits and also support the channel. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Stay safe out there, my fellow Wendigos.